guys, today I am doing a video of decluttering some makeup. I recently got back from Minnesota where I did some shopping, and so I did a tutorial of trying out some first impression products that will be up hopefully before this one. If it's not, I'll link it down below in the description box for you guys. But today we are decluttering a bunch of makeup that needed to go, stuff that was old, empty, stuff that I just didn't really care for. So keep watching if you want to see. I think it's about like a quarter that I decluttered, so it's not my best, but it's still something. So keep watching. So these are all the primers and setting sprays and all that kind of stuff that I have, and I figured I would kind of group them all together just because you use setting sprays kind of in the same way as primers as well. They're kind of in the same category. So starting off, I have my Clinique Moisture Surge face spray. I love this stuff. I cannot let this go. That'll stay. This teeny little Professional. This is pretty old and pretty gone, so I think that'll go. This works in Transit Camera Close-Up. I have to keep this because this is one of my favorites. That'll stay. The Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizer, that's pretty empty, so that can go. Obviously, MAC Fix Plus is going to stay. My Smashbox Photo Finish Radiance is going to stay. The RK Never Touch Up Setting Spray, I haven't used this long enough to really give a good kind of, what's it called, impression on it, so I'm going to keep using that. Obviously, my Arbonne Makeup Primer is going to stay because I love that stuff. This Becca First Light Priming Filter, this is pretty old, so I'm going to toss that one. My e.l.f. Illuminating Face Primer is going to stay. e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set, that'll stay. This Hourglass one is pretty old, so I think that can go. As well as this Photo Finish from Smashbox Lid Primer, that can go. And then this one I just got, this is the Murad Age Reform Invisibler Perfecting Shield, so that can stay. So this is where it gets to me because I'm like, oh, I'll use this forever, and then I'll use this, and so keeping, getting rid of, not bad so far. This is all of like my foundations, concealers, and cushion foundations. There's some stick ones in here. Starting with foundations, this is one of my all-time favorites, but it is gone, so that can go. This one from Makeup Forever, the Ultra HD, this is in the shade R230. This is pretty much gone, so that can go. I just got this one in my Sephora box, but this is not my shade, so I'm going to give that to a friend. My Hourglass. This is the Vanish Stick in the shade Shell. I love this stuff, so I'm going to keep it. There's still some left in there. Dream Lumi Cushion from L'Oreal. I love this stuff, so I'm going to keep that. My Tarte Shape Tape I'm going to keep. My Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser. I love this. I need to get a new one because this one is really, really gross, but I'm going to keep that one. I just got this Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-Hour Breathable Foundation. Still giving this a couple shots. I've only used this once, so I'm going to keep that. I think it is time to retire my Too Faced Born This Way concealer. That's old. That needs to go. Photo Focus Foundation I'm keeping. And then I just got this CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. It's not, I don't think it's the right color for me, but I'm going to keep this and keep giving it a shot. So I knew this one wasn't going to be that, you know what, I'm just going to, I don't have a friend that's that tan. So throwing, keeping. I knew these ones were going to be kind of really hard for me to get rid of stuff because I love my primers, I love my foundations. Hopefully throughout the rest of the video I can get rid of a lot that is old or stuff that needs to just go. These are all like my face powders, bronzers, blush, setting powders, translucent powders, contoured, all that kind of stuff. So this e.l.f. one, the translucent powder in the color Sheer, this is empty, so this can go. This one is to replace that one. This is the new packaging. This one's full, so I'm going to keep that one. I'm going to keep the Tarte blush in Blushing Bride, because this is just gorgeous. Like, it's just, and I think, quite honestly, it's the only blush I own. So I'm going to keep that one. This Lisa Frank and Glamour Dolls, I'm going to keep this one. It's broken, but I love the color of this. It's such a good color for bronzing. This e.l.f. Blush and Bronzer Duo in St. Lucia, however. I'm going to keep these because I just got this. So I'm going to keep that. This Bye Bye Pores Pressed. I just don't like this. I've tried it. If I can get it open. I've tried it a couple times. Clearly you can see that I did try and make it work. It just did not work for me. It left my skin really powdery and dry. So that can go. Laura Mercier Loose Setting Powder and Translucent. I just really didn't care for this one either. Maybe I'm just not using it right, but that one can go. Obviously I'm keeping my Smashbox Contour Kit because these two shades I have been diehard in love with. So these can stay. This Sephora Matte Perfection Powder Foundation, I just got this, but I think I just don't really care for powder foundations. It's not my favorite, so that can go. And then my e.l.f. Contouring Kit, this can stay because I do really enjoy this, and I have clearly given it a lot of love, so that can stay. So that was a pretty good one. I feel, you know, almost half gone, half kept. Not bad for me. So these are all of my highlighters, whether they be cream, powder. This one's a cushion one. We can start with that. This one I love. I just, oh, it's so pretty, and it's so just like on the natural side, but it really leaves like a nice dewy finish on your skin. So I'm going to keep that. This one from Smashbox, as pretty as it is, I just don't ever use it. So that can go. The same with this Luna highlighter in Electra. I just don't ever use this one either. It's too pink for me almost. It does leave, it's a good highlighter if you're looking for a pinky one. I just don't ever use it. This Meech and Mia white. This one I never use either. The powder stuff I just don't ever use, like the loose powders. I would just so much rather reach for my Becca ones, so that can go. I have Opal and Champagne Pop. I'm keeping both of these. This Cover FX, I think I'm gonna pass along. I just never reach for this. I do every once in a while, but it's mostly just to force myself to use it. So that can go. Mary Luminizer by The Balm, obviously a staple, so I'm gonna keep that. This Cargo HD in bronze, this I'm gonna keep because that is too pretty to not keep. So that's about half and half. Keeping, not keeping. I feel like this is going to be the quickest one out of all of them because I'm going to keep everything except for the Ulta Brow Gel. This one just leaves, whenever I use it, it always leaves like a white cast on my brows, and it does not work. It works, but the white cast on my brows makes me look like I have gray eyebrows, which nobody wants. So I'm going to toss that. I'm actually going to toss this Benefit Gimme Brow as well. This one's really old. I've had this for quite a long time, so that can go too. The rest of them are staying because these are really good products. I have the Arbonne Shape It Up Tinted Brow Cream. I have the Brow Gal by Tanya Brooks. This is just the clear brow gel. I have the Arbonne, oops, upside down. I have the Arbonne Shape It Up Brow Pencil. This is in the shade Dark. And then I also have the e.l.f. Brow Pencil, and this is in the shade Natural Brown. So all of those are staying. Those two are going to go. Okay. As far as eyeliners go, I do like, this is the L'Oreal Lacquer Liner. This is in the shade Espresso. I've had this one for a long time, and clearly I've used quite a bit of it. I think it's time to retire this one. I might get a new one of these because I do like the brown. The Mary Kay. This is gel eyeliner in Jet Black. This one I've used quite a bit as well. I think it's time to retire this guy too. So he'll go over here. This eyeliner, or gel eyeliner in black from Ulta, I just got. I've only used it a couple times, and so I'm going to keep that one. This one from Arbonne, it's a fine line liquid eyeliner, is just not my favorite, to be quite honest. These little pencil brushes like this just don't really do it for me. I think it's hard to work with, so that one can go. I just used this Ico one in a tutorial that I just filmed, and I just did not get along with it. It's too short and stubby. It is black, but it's just hard to work with the short and stubby ones. I'm going to keep it just to try it one more time, but I think that one will eventually end up in that pile. This black Rhode Isle Smoky Eye pen, I love this. This is such a good one as well. It's not as black as the gel ones, but you can build it up, and I like to feather it out on my eyelashes, so that one can stay. This Arbonne, it's fine line in aubergine. This one can stay. I like using this on days where I don't have a lot going on the lid and want that little pop of color. And then we have the Beauty For Real eyeliner. This is in the shade Whiskey. And this is just a beautiful kind of coppery brown. I don't have anything else like this one, so I'm going to keep that one. This NYX Faux Blacks in Black Olive. This is one of my favorites. It just glides on so smooth, and it really is a true olive color that you can actually see is green, and it's not just so dark that it's black. This Marc Jacobs one I've had for a long time, so I'm going to get rid of that one. The Clinique Pretty Easy liquid eyelining pen. This is one of my favorite liquid liners. I'm going to keep that. Arbonne in Plum. This one is really pretty as well, but it's really similar to the other one. So I think I'm going to get rid of the Plum one, because they are, as you can see, they are very similar, but this one has more in it. So I'm going to keep that one. This Arbonne in Carbon. It's just not as black as some of the other ones that I have, especially like the Rhode Isle one, so I'm going to get rid of that one. The Arbonne in Sage. This one's really pretty, and it's got some sparkle in it, which the other one does not, so I'm going to keep this one. This is very dirty. This is Rhode Isle in Brown, and this is just a straight brown, which I don't have any. This one does not have any shimmer. The Whiskey one does, so I'm going to keep that. I have the Steve Laurent Precision Black liquid liner. I'm going to keep this one. This is in Morel from Arbonne, and this is just kind of, I like to use this one on the waterline, so I'm going to keep this one. And then I have the Sephora Waterproof Contour Eye Pencil. This one I love. I'm trying to find a good place to swatch it for you guys. And that one is truly black and so creamy, so I'm going to keep this one. And that one was a fail. But I truly do love eyeliner. It's one of my favorite things besides eyeshadow. So I knew this one wasn't going to be. I think getting rid of those that's a pretty good one for me. I really thought that I had more mascara than this, but I do not. So we have the Marc Jacobs. This is the Velvet Noir Major Volume Mascara. I love this stuff, so I'm definitely keeping that. I have the Tarteist Lash Paint. I didn't really care for this one, you guys. So I'm going to give this, or I'm going to toss that one. This Ciate London Wonder Wand. This one is older, and I really didn't care for this one either. So that's going to go. I am over these bases, like these white primers. I'm just not a fan of them. I just don't see the purpose. So that's going to go. My Supersizer, this one's old. I've had this for quite a long time, so I'm going to get rid of that one. That's a good mascara, though. I would highly recommend that one. This NYX Worth the Hype, I'm going to keep. It's really for more of like natural days, but it's a really good mascara and you can definitely build it up and get it to where you want it to be. So I'm going to keep that one. This Dior Show, I just don't know if mine's broken or what the deal is, but this is just not my favorite. So I'm going to toss that one. Obviously, my Volume Stylist from Essence Sustain, Lash Paradise Sustain, and then I have the Benefit Roller Lash, and I think this one's going to stay. I enjoy this one. It gives a lot of volume and it really holds the curl. So I'm going to keep this one as well. That's about half and half. Going and staying. This is where it's gonna get tricky, is my eyeshadows, because I have a ton of eyeshadows and eyeshadow palettes, and so I feel like this is gonna take me the longest. Obviously my Z palette is gonna stay. This has a bunch of like Mary Kay, Urban Decay, there's some Makeup Geek and Morphe shadows in there, so this is gonna stay. This e.l.f. one, I think I'm going to get rid of this. I've been using this one for this brown color right here, which is just gorgeous. But I have colors like this in other palettes and singles, so I think this is going to go. This Balm Voyage in this, I think that's the name of it, Balm Voyage. This is really pretty, but I just don't ever reach for this because it's in its own little individual thing, and I just don't ever go for the individuals. I prefer to go for a palette. So that's gonna go. I have two MAC pigments. I have tan and blue brown. Obviously both of these are gonna stay. This UB Honor Light Roast Eyeshadow, I think it's in number 3. This is gonna stay. This is gorgeous. And it's really similar to the one that, the Balm Voyage. So that's gonna stay. I have two that are really similar. I have the Revlon Color Stay Cream Shadow in the number 740. This is, when I first got this, I hated it, but once you use it with the brush, it really does make a difference. So I'm going to keep that one. Then I have the Mary Kay in Metallic Taupe. This one I just don't ever reach for. And I've had it for quite some time, so I'm going to get rid of that one. I have this Arbonne one. This is in the shade Moss. And again, I just don't ever reach, oh, it broke. Oops. I just don't ever reach for single shades. So I'm going to get rid of that one. I have the Smashbox one in Turned On and Psyched, which I just don't ever use. I just don't ever reach for these. So that one can go. I have my Mary Kay shadows. Oops, it's upside down. So I might put these in that Z palette as well. So this is gonna stay for now. I have a Laura Mercier Rose Gold Caviar Eye Stick. Again, I just don't, it's such a pretty color, but I just don't ever reach for it. So I'm gonna get rid of that one. This Wet n Wild one I just got. This is in Nude Awakening. I just got this, so I'm gonna keep that. As well as the City Mini palette. This is in the shade Rooftop Bronzes. I love this for the shimmers in here. They're gorgeous. And then I have my e.l.f. Mad for Matte. Obviously gonna keep this one. This is one of my favorite matte palettes out there. They blend so nicely. So not really half and half. I'd say about 75-25, but I still have a bunch of palettes over there to go through. So 1 second. Okay, so these are mostly of like my bigger palettes. So I have the Urban Decay Naked One palette. It's seen a lot of love. I have to keep this. This was the first high-end makeup palette I purchased when we moved out to North Dakota. So this holds sentimental value. I'm definitely keeping that. This Sephora Miniature Eye Palette, I have to get rid of this. I just don't ever reach for it, and anytime I do, it's mostly just to make myself use it. So that can go. This Pacifica one I swatched, and that was about it. I have all of these colors pretty much in other palettes, and so I'm going to get rid of this one as well. This Real Her Do Your Squats Shadow Palette 2. I'm going to keep this one because I do enjoy using this. It's got some pretty colors, especially like this Unshakable that I don't have that I think in any other palette. So I'm going to keep that one. Obviously, I'm going to keep my Urban Decay Naked 2 palette. This one is one of my favorites as well. It's so pretty. Oh, I'm going to have to do more looks with these. This CoverGirl True Naked, I've used it a lot. Clearly, this one hit pan, so I'm going to keep this one. This Makeup Revolution, this is the Flawless 4. I really haven't given this one a fair chance just because I just got it and I've only used it a couple times, but I don't think I'm going to keep it because I just don't reach for it. And when I saw it, I was like, I'm going to use this all the time, but I really don't. So I'm going to pass that along. My Morphe 350 palette, obviously that's staying because it has seen a ton of love. So that's going to stay. And then I have the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette that I'm going to keep as well. I don't use this one nearly as much as I should, but I do enjoy the colors in here, so I am going to keep this one as well. And eyeshadows was a fail. So last but not least, we have lips. These are lip liners, liquid lips, treatments, lip balms, lip glosses, all that kind of stuff. So this Kels Macaroon Lip Balm, I am definitely keeping. This is one of my favorites, especially when you have super, super dry skin. This one from Mary Kay, I am definitely keeping. I just got this from my mother-in-law, and I love this stuff, especially for in your purse. And then we have the Burt's Bees. This is the Overnight Intensive Lip Treatment, and I just got this, but I can already tell that it's going to be really good. So I'm going to keep that. This Dior Show Lip Maximizer, I'm definitely keeping. I bought this in Vegas, so I'm definitely keeping this one. This Natural Minty Mint by Skin Fix. I just have a ton of lip balm, so I think I'm going to toss that. I have the Urban Decay in the shade Amulet. This is a liquid lipstick. I'm going to keep that just because I don't have one like that color. And then I have two lip conditioners from Arbonne. I'm going to keep, I think I'm going to keep this one. This is in the shade Pink Rose. This one's in the shade Peach. I'm going to keep the Pink Rose one, and I'm going to give away the Peach one. I just don't ever reach for that one. I have two of the RK Plush Cream lip glosses. I have Mink and Capri. I'm going to keep both of these. These were the ones that I was talking about. This Mink has been in my car for so long because I love them both. I have two of the Makeup Forever lipsticks. I have one in the shade, well, they don't have shades, but M401 and C217. This one I just got, so I'm going to keep this one. And I believe this one's the red. Yeah, I'm going to keep the red one too, just because I don't have a red in any other thing. So I'm going to keep both of these. I have a Tarte Tarte lipstick in Set Sail. This one I just don't ever reach for. It's a really pretty color, but I just don't ever reach for it. They are very moisturizing, so if you see these, I do highly recommend them, but I just don't ever reach for it. I have the Buxom. This is the Plump Line Lip Liner. I just got this, so I'm going to keep this, give it a couple more tries. I have this Arbonne Berry Lip Liner, and I just don't ever use this. I got this a couple weeks ago, and I have not used it one time. So I'm going to pass this along. I have the Sephora Ultra Shine Lip Gel in the shade Perfect Nude. I'm going to keep this because I do enjoy that one. Obviously, I'm going to keep my Kat Von D in the shade Lolita. This one is just a staple. I love this color. I have the Tarteist, I don't even know, in Rosé. I'm going to keep this one just because I don't want to get rid of every single liquid lip that I have or lipstick that I have, because I am a very lip balm type of girl, but I do enjoy this liquid lip. And then I have the Neutrogena Lip Moisturizer in Pomegranate. I have the O'Keeffe's Lip Repair Cooling Relief. I'm going to keep both of these. I love having that kind of stuff in my purse. Vaseline Lip Therapy in Pink Bubbly. Obviously, I'm keeping that one. I have the Sugar Rosé Tinted Lip Treatment. I love this. It's got such a nice color to it. And it's just like the perfect wash of color over your lips. It's not too much. I have this, this is such a terrible name, this Ish Lip Statement Palette. It says I'm smoking hot, so I'm sure that's what that stands for. I think I'm going to get rid of this. I just don't ever use this kind of stuff. I've used this one and that one and a little bit of that one, but I think that's about it. So I'm going to pass that along. And then I have this I Am Awesome Liquid Lip Gloss and Lip Liner from Real Her. And I think I'm going to keep this just to give it a try. I have not tried it at all, so I'm going to keep it and try it out. But other than that, I think we are done. So, keeping, tossing. Clearly I have a problem with lip balms. This is all the stuff that I'm keeping to be resorted back into my collection. This is all the stuff that I'm getting away. Don't mind the bell right there, but I think that was a pretty good declutter. I think it was pretty good. Alright you guys, that is it for this declutter. I have a bunch of makeup to resort and go back into my collection and kind of reorganize. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!